devil will take their heads.
You have to spend more money on a lawyer. It's going to take time, and you still might lose. You probably are going to lose because the content is copyrighted, no matter how you slice the pie. You didn't have bad intentions, but I'm going to take advantage of you not knowing the copyright law. That's all it is. You're taking advantage of him not knowing the copyright law. You're taking advantage of him not knowing the copyright law. Because if you sit up here and tell him beforehand, hey bro, if you want to post my video, it's going to cost you $10,000 or $15,000 or whatever he says the copyright amount is. I've heard it's 10, I've heard it's 12, I heard it's 15. Nobody is paying it. So if you tell the entire culture right now, if y'all want to use any of my videos, it's going to cost $15,000. Go to every interview you go to and say, anybody in this culture, if you repost my video without my permission, it's costing you 15 grand. I'm coming to get 15 grand about it. Everybody will stop. So, get that. We there. Third option, come and do the interview. To compensate me for reposting that content that you didn't know about. We can sell it like that. So, my options are to do 3 things that I don't want to do. That's my option. That's why Jordan Lucas used extortion as his word. You telling me to do 3 things that I don't want to do. So then, on the conversation thread, Jordan manager said, so let me get this straight. You want us to come to and do an interview? And the interviewer was like, yeah, we can do it in this studio, whatever. We can do that instead of going the legal route. And then the interviewer says, yeah, if we do the interview, I would need to talk to him before it to make sure he's not in a negative headspace. So, you already know I don't want to do the interview. But then you tell him, hey, I want to talk to him before the interview to make sure he's not mad about it. So you really trying to have control over me, bro. You're trying to have control over me like, hey, you better have a good attitude too. I'm going to decide if you're unhappy or not for the interview. I'm going to see if your energy for the interview was where I wanted it. Hey, dog, you cannot tell a black man in Houston that without a problem. You can't. There's not a man in Houston that will let Ant tell him what that interviewer told his manager and them if I was in that same position. If I did any of that, every rapper in my city would say I'm a whole ass nigga. Is anybody else here from Houston? Is anybody else in here from Houston right now? Because if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Me being a nigga If any black person from Houston that was in media had this same exchange and situation, the interviewer will be getting called a whole ass nigga. Y'all let me know in the chat real quick. And we're going to take it to the next level. If you get called a whole ass nigga for way less out here, that's like telling a nigga, hey bro, I caught you slipping. I'm letting you know I caught you slipping. I'm going to give you these 3 ultimatums for catching you slipping. I'm taking advantage of the fact that you been fucked up. And I want you to know I'm taking advantage of you because you fucked up. And now that you fucked up, I want you to have a good attitude about it. But you know what I'm saying? Whatever for the other people that ain't black. When I see black people co-signing that, I say, wow. Oh man, he should have did this, he should have did that. I like that. Using money and resources to make folks bend to his will is peak white supremacist behavior. Thank you. That's all it is. That's all it is. Using white supremacy to make people move to his benefit. I don't see it no other way, man. That's that. So fast forward to this. They going to court now. He got his lawyer to make him take it off his Twitter and everything, and whatever. I did the other video first because when that one came across my desk, I felt the disrespect, especially from the Rainbow guy. But the fact you engaged in it at 50, right now you don't care about nothing else but him because you eat with him right now. He getting you a gang of views, but you'll suck his dick and do anything he damn near asks almost to keep the views coming. This is how these people move. But y'all think these people y'all friends, y'all think these people care about y'all? Let's move forward. I dropped the video on this. Got in my bag. I got in that bag. But I have other information where an interviewer in a platform doesn't. An interviewer on Spaces doesn't want you to use his content at all. When we agree to that, he says if you don't mess with them, and he said throughout the years, he gets it taken down. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, he copyrights it all. Okay, that's cool. But why does he have other people's content on his website? If you go to his website, his name, tv.com, put his name in, then put tv.com. Put his name in, tv.com. Throughout all these years, he has a website that he gets paid for off of the traffic. Meaning, getting somebody to click that website or type that website, click a link. That's revenue for him. He don't don't want nobody using this content without his permission or the very small few bloggers, and that's probably about 5 or 6 of them. They either look just like him as far as what they do, pretty much, or a handful of others.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
So, we as a people in this culture, other YouTubers, other media personalities, other streamers, y'all can't use my content at all. You're gonna get sued. But guess what? On his website, he got all of our content on there. He got people podcast episodes. He had people podcast clips. He had people live streams. He got people interviews, whatever. People talk shows, people blogs, videos from other people's YouTube channels. Whatever trending, people news websites, everybody's content is on his website, Tom. I ain't get the traffic to go there. The traffic, as in the people that are not already following it throughout the years, because he was there before Instagram and Twitter came out, I think. I know he was there before Instagram, but I want to say he might have been there before Twitter too, website. Well, maybe he could have started them at the same time. I don't know. I don't know how long the website been out. But what he does is on Instagram, comes with the crazy headline, then he puts a picture of the person that he's talking about in the headline or pictures of the people, and he says, click the link in the bio for the store. So when people go click that link, if that story has a video with it, that video is on his website. So if somebody wants to see that video, they're going to go to that link, click that link, and they can watch that video on his website. So let's say that video is on Urban Politicians TV, and he uses an Urban Politicians TV video and puts it on his website, and then a person goes and clicks that website. Guess what that means? I just made him some money. I use myself as an example here, but I've seen everybody work on his platform. Everybody work. Everybody podcast, everybody YouTube videos, everybody freestyles, all of that. All of that. Hey, D-Record, you need to drop you need to get on here real quick. Hey, D-Record. Are you going to join, yes or no? Are you joining the link? D-Record, are you going to join, yes or no, bro? If you're not going to join, I'm going to kick you off. I'm talking about how niggas is robbing our culture blind in the sense of, I'm going to go make bread off of y'all. All of y'all content. My people don't know this, bro. So are you going to go drop, are you going to come click this link or no? If you're not going to click the link, I'm going to get you going. So what you going to do? Come stand on the nonsense you speaking right now, bro. We gonna check this nigga and then we gonna get back to it. There's one thing about, having smaller streams late at night or not. You know, my streams, when it's something controversial, then we'll get 10,000 up in here before we did that, you know. But normal, we don't be having too many people in here like that. But it's small, so everybody see it. And at times, if I look over here, I can see the comments. Sometimes I get to look at the comments. But when I look over here and I keep seeing this dude, well, come up here and speak your piece, my guy. Since you want to type so much.